Hello children and viewers. So in the previous class I explained about the what is electric field, what are electric field lines of force and properties of electric field lines of force. Now in this class we are going to discuss about the intensity of electric field or electric field strength, and that is nothing but the influence of the electric field at a point. That influence of the electric field at a point can be determined by finding the intensity of the electric field. So for that purpose I am taking a point charge. And consider, so this point charge has a positive charge and nothing but we are going to find the electric field intensity due to only point charge here in this class. So now this is a point charge, so placed at a point O. Let us consider it is placed at a point O. When it is placed at a point O in a medium having permittivity, and nothing but here the permittivity of medium will be considered epsilon. This is a charge Q kept in a medium whose permittivity is epsilon. So then what happened? Now it can create its own electric field. It can create its own electric field around it. So if we draw the electric field, created by this charge, it will be like this. So it will be like this. So if we observe the electric field created by this positive charge, so the lines of force are radially outward. So again if we observe the length of these arrows, so the length of the arrows is gradually decreasing, and that is nothing but the influence of the electric field will be gradually decrease as we move away from this point charge. So that's why if we wanted to find the what is the influence of the electric field at a point P, so that can be determined by taking a test charge. Here this Q will be called as, capital Q will be called as a source charge, and Q naught will be called as the test charge. Source charge is nothing but the charge which can be create the electric field. So the test charge is nothing but the charge whose magnitude is less and which is going to only test the electric field, electric field strength at that point. And this test charge, if we place the test charge at P, now consider this a test charge Q naught is placing at point P. So this test charge cannot be influence the source charge. It cannot be influence the source charge and it cannot be influence the electric field. So now consider this the test charge Q naught placed at point P, and now consider this point P will be at a distance R from the center of the charge R O. And as well as consider, so now in this direction a unit vector is acting, so that unit vector will be considered R cap, and nothing but here the R cap is nothing but the unit vector acting along OP bar. So in this direction a unit vector is acting, so that unit vector will be considered R cap. So now that intensity of the electric field at point P or the influence of the electric field at point P, so can be calculated by placing the test charge at P, and then after find the electric force between this source charge and the test charge, and then after divide the force with the test charge, then you get the electric field intensity, and nothing but so that electric field intensity can be calculated, so by dividing the force between the source charge and test charge, so with test charge. First of all we have to find the force between the source charge and test charge with help of the Coulomb inverse coil. After finding the force between the source charge and test charge and divide that force with the test charge, then you get the influence of the electric field at point P, or that may be called as intensity of electric field or electric field strength at that point which is at a distance r. So first of all I am finding the force between this source charge and the test charge. So force between the capital Q and Q naught and nothing but the source charge and test charge according to Coulomb inverse square law. So that force is nothing but what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon. So Q into small q, sorry, capital Q into small q naught by square of the distance between them. And now it is a force. So force is nothing but a vector. So but in which direction it can be act? So because so this source charge is a positive charge, and now consider so the test charge is the positive charge. So that's why the source charge is the positive charge and test charge is the positive charge. That's why they can repel each other. So when they repel each other, the force will be act along this direction. And if it is the positive charge, if test charge is the positive charge, so the force will be away from the source charge. So if the test charge is the negative charge, so it will be towards the source charge. So that's why now this F bar will be act along which direction? OP bar. OP bar. Okay, you find the force. Then divide this force with the test charge. That can be gives the what? Electric field intensity. So that's why intensity of electric field. Intensity of electric field. Intensity of electric field. So E is equal, what is the formula here? Nothing but, so this F by Q naught. F by Q naught. So that's why here E is intensity of electric field is, what is F? F is nothing but, so 1 by 4 pi epsilon, so Q naught by Q naught by R square and all divided by test charge. So this test charge will be cancelled. So then finally, so what you get the intensity of electric field, that E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon. So that source charge by square of the distance between the test charge and source charge. So this is a formula for electric field intensity. But electric field intensity is also a vector. It is also a vector. So that's why it can be represented with E bar. But it is also can be act in the direction of the force. So if the test charge is positive, now it is acting in which direction? O to P. So that's why it is also act in the which direction? OP bar. So in which direction the E will be act? So the E is also act, or E is always. So the electric field intensity, the intensity of electric field, is always act in the direction of force. So that's why the electric field intensity also vector. And now coming to the unit. What is the unit of intensity of electric field? Intensity of electric field is nothing but what? So the force by, so charge, test charge. Force is nothing but the force can be measured in Newton and charge can be measured in Coulomb. So that's why the unit of intensity of electric field is nothing but what? Newton for Coulomb. And now come to the definition. If I take the test charge is the 1 coulomb, and nothing but 1 coulomb is nothing but unit test charge. And if I take the Q naught is 1 coulomb. So if Q naught equal to 1 coulomb, if Q naught equal to 1 coulomb is nothing but, so E is equal to F by Q naught, and now in the place of Q naught when I substitute the 1, so then what you get? E equal to F. Is nothing but the force is nothing but electric field intensity. So that's why what is the definition of electric field intensity? Force experienced by the unit positive test charge. Force experienced by the unit means 1 unit positive test charge, in electric field. So that is the definition of the intensity of the electric field. What is the definition of intensity of electric field or electric field strength? Simply the force experienced by the, sorry, I write double here. So the force experienced by the unit positive test charge in the electric field will be called as what? Intensity of the electric field. So now the intensity of the electric field is also a vector. It can be act in which direction? In the force direction. But when we observe the force between the test charge and source charge, and so the intensity of the electric field at a point in the electric field. So now when you observe these two equations, so in the force, the source charge will become and test charge will become. But when we are finding the electric field intensity, so only which charge will become? Source charge, and this is the intensity of electric field in terms of the source charge. But if we know the only force and test charge, so then we have to use this formula, that is the what? E is equal to F by Q naught, and nothing but the, when the force, if we know the force between the source charge and test charge, divide the force with the test charge, then you get the electric field intensity. So if we know the only source charge and distance, then use this formula. And next I am writing this intensity of electric field in vector form. So now coming to the vector form of electric field intensity. So what is electric field intensity? E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by R square. So to write the electric field intensity in terms of vector, so already what is the unit vector acting along in the OP bar direction or in the direction of force? So the R cap is nothing but unit vector acting along OP bar or F bar. F bar is nothing but the force. So the unit vector is nothing but what? How we can find the unit vector? So if the vector will be divided with its magnitude, if any vector is divided with its magnitude, then you get the unit vector, and nothing but here the unit vector R cap is nothing but R bar by mod and nothing but the magnitude of that vector. So that's why if this E is multiplied with the unit vector, and E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by R square into R cap, then it will be converted into vector form. So again if you simplify, in the place of R cap, when you substituted this value, what you get? So now E bar, and nothing but, so the vector form of electric field intensity E bar equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by R square into unit vector, and nothing but R cap. R cap is nothing but what? R bar by magnitude of that vector or magnitude of the R bar. So if you simplify, what you get? So the E bar is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon, so Q by R cube into R into what? R bar. So this is the vector form of the intensity of the electric field. So far we discussed about the intensity of the electric field due to only one charge. Now come to the intensity of electric field due to multiple charges. So the intensity of the electric field due to multiple charges can be calculated with help of the principle of superposition. So the principle of superposition already we used in case of the force due to the multiple charges. Principle of superposition is nothing but the vector sum of the individual electric field intensities created by the charges which are in the system. So now consider, so the system will be contains the 4 charges here. So now consider, so this is the charge, Q1 charge. So let us consider is the positive charge. And now consider, so this is a Q2 charge and it is the negative charge. And now consider, so this is a Q3 charge and again it is the positive charge, and it is the Q4 charge, so it will be the negative charge. And now it is a system containing the 4 charges. So now I want to find the what is the electric field intensity at a point P, and which is at a distance R1 from the Q1 charge, and R2 distance from Q2 charge, and R3 distance from Q3 charge, and R4 distance from Q4 charge. So to find the net electric field intensity at this point, so first of all you have to place a test charge Q naught here. So then after find the so the individual electric field intensities due to Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So then after find the vector sum of the all individual electric field intensities, then that gives the electric field intensity or electric field strength due to the multiple charges. For example, consider, so the individual electric field intensity due to this Q1 will be considered E1 and Q2 will be considered E2 and Q3 will be considered E3 and Q4 will be considered E4. So then the net electric field intensity due to multiple charges is nothing but the net electric field intensity due to the multiple charges is equal to, so the vector sum of the individual electric field intensities, the vector sum of individual electric field intensities due to the all charges in the system. So that will be gives the intensity of electric field due to multiple charges, and that is nothing but E1 bar plus E2 bar plus E3 bar plus E4. So if the system contains, so 4 charges, this is the formula. So if the system contains n charges, so place dash dash plus what? En bar. So in this way we can find the intensity of electric field due to multiple charges. But here, so the intensity of the electric field due to this positive charge and a Q1 charge will be act in this direction. So this is the E1 bar direction, because this is a positive charge and this is a positive charge repel. But this Q2 is the negative charge. So that's why the intensity of electric field due to this Q2 charge will be act in this direction. So now this is the direction of E2 bar. And again this Q3 is a positive charge, that's why the intensity of the electric field due to this Q3 positive charge will be so in this direction. And again the Q4 will be the negative charge, so that's why the intensity of the electric field will be so now in this direction, and this is the E4. So finally if we add the vector sum, of the all the individual electric field intensity, so then that will be gives the net electric field intensity at this point. So what is the electric field intensity due to this Q1 charge? That is nothing but, so that E1 bar is nothing but 1 by 4 pi epsilon, so Q1. So entity Q1 by, what is the distance here? R1 square. And what is the E2? E2 is nothing but 1 by 4 pi epsilon, so Q2 by distance square. What is the distance square here? R2 square. And what is the electric field intensity due to the Q3 charge? That is nothing but 1 by 4 pi epsilon, so Q3 by R3 square. What is the electric field intensity due to Q4 charge? That is nothing but E4 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon, so Q4 by R4 square. So finding the E1, E2, E3, and then after we have to add vector sum. So the vector sum is nothing but by using the parallelogram law vector, we have to add the every two vectors. Every two vectors are added and by using the parallelogram law vector, and so the resultant is again added with the E3 or E4, E3 E4, then finally you get the resultant electric field intensity. So this is about the electric field intensity due to multiple charges.